Welcome back. Literally a day after my last video. Uh, Today's December 19th, 2025, and I'm going to be going over this week's price action, which is Friday the 19th, or Monday, Monday the 15th of December, 2025, through the 19th of December, 2025. Um, Past 2 weeks, I haven't been live trading. I've just been paper trading because after I lost my XFA. I kind of went through like a little spiral of kind of like shit. Um, I don't know. I just wasn't evaluating the market really. Maybe it was because of this little choppy price action. It was this week. Like these weeks were the weeks I was trading, and as you can see, price didn't go anywhere. So that could be it as well. But anyways, let's just get into price action this week. So honestly, I want to start from today, just because. Um, Actually, nah, I was going to, but I'll just go back to that. I did take. You can see the trade today. Um, I ended up making like 800 on paper trading. I'm just gonna use Nasdaq. All right, cool. Um, so let's get into the price action. So we got Fridays here. Mark that out. We also have this daily fair value gap right here, which I think we get outside of and then come back into. We'll see um, once we zoom in. But those are just the two levels. So this Friday's daily discount wick quadrant levels, and then this inverse fair value gap um, on the daily. Let's go into the 1 minute. And let's go to Monday. All right, cool. Then let's also see. So Monday we had 8:30 orange folder news. Nothing's too impactful. Nothing I'm really going to be looking at. Um, but coming into the day, we we're not really in any zone, any price range where we're looking at. We're kind of just in this massive down leg. Um, when price comes up, takes out this internal high, and then also takes out this internal high inside of a higher time frame for value gap, which would make these two highs be internal highs, or intermediate highs, highs resting inside of a fair value gap. So what happens is we take out these highs and then very violently reverse. Right here would be our liquidity sweep right here. Manipulation leg going into 9:30. So 9:28, 9:29 with this liquidity sweep. And then um we continue to reverse like 9:30 open, invalidate this fair value gap. And then we have a market structure shift right here. I don't really use market structure shift. My friend Philip, he does. I went in his room and saw his little scalp he had. He This is market structure shift, so for him this is a CISD, but I wait for a CISD. So this is a confirmation for him. For me, it's not really anything I look at. And then it comes back up into this inverse, and then he takes shorts at this candle once we enter here. Stop loss either above it. I think it was above this high, and then targeting. Um, Standard deviation. I think he literally just targeted standard deviation -1. I'm pretty sure, or he just waited and targeted these lows. Um, Either way, it's good. But so for me, I would have to wait for first presented fair value gap, which is right here. So I'm not waiting. I'm not looking for a trade until after this down move, and we come back up, retrace here, and I'm still targeting these -1, -2, but entering here in this fair value gap and stop loss at this high, and then letting it run. Um, I'll probably just go to -2. No one knew. No one knew that price was gonna dump what fucking 600 points, almost 400 points in a day. No one knew that. So, um, my trade would have been a 50-point move, which is a good move. A 50-point move is a good move. A 300, almost 400, or 350, 380, almost 400-point move is insane. Nothing we're really expecting. So a 50-point move is good enough for me. I'm take profiting a band right there. Probably. Depending on what I'm risking. It doesn't really matter. But that is a very good move, or a decent move. If I held, could have obviously held through all these lows if I seen how violent we were. But this is a high time frame liquidity, drawing liquidity. Once you take that out, that's exactly why we moved so violently and so hardly through all these levels. And that's Monday. I'm gonna do what I did last video. I'm gonna put first percentages just to see what we can um dictate. But it looks like we didn't really use first percent or this daily inverse. At least I wouldn't have used it this day. I mean, it comes back up into consequent encroachment, and then comes back down, and then rolls over again. Like that's insane. It's really insane. 2 days, almost 2 days in a row. I think it was 2 days in a row. Almost 5 30-point move, 385. Yeah, that's insane. So we just dumped. Is this Sunday? Monday. What's this? This is Friday. So Friday we dumped like crazy, and then Monday we continued that move after retracing to equilibrium of this price leg and also taking out these internal highs, then rolling over. So I'm gonna delete these now, and we'll go into Tuesday. I literally just got home from work. What, like an hour ago? Hour and a half ago? But all I wanted to do was just make some food and have a little brewski, relax, just talk about price action, bro. Just wanted to do this video, honestly. I got my salad next to me too. I'm gonna munch on a little bit. Anyways, so Tuesday we don't even use Mondays upper, so there's no reason for me to mark it out really. Um, but I will mark out this one. It's discount wick, and then I guess yeah, I'll mark out this daily for rally up again just to see if it presents anything interesting. Okay, Tuesday's pretty choppy. I mean, I don't need to really explain why I think it's choppy because it is just is. Um, I think there was news on 8:30. Yeah, a bunch of 8:30 news, and then also some more news at 9:45. So 8:30 news shot price up so much that we created a volume imbalance here, right there. And then that's just 8:30. So 8:30 there and 9:30. Bang, right there. Cool. So 9:30 takes out liquidity and starts running higher. See, this day is whack as fuck. Takes out these lows, moves higher, comes back down to this for rally gap. I would enter there first presented, and I mean, really, you kind of sort of have to just take it at these highs. I mean, this is technically a hole for rally gap like that. Let me see if I put the quadrant levels in it. What is it gonna look like? Holy shit! It's kind of like matching the other one. Um, Yeah, I mean, look at that. We literally come down, tap 0.25, and then run higher, tap all the way to the top of this fair value gap, and then reverse, taking out this low again, and then finally going higher and taking out this buy side. Um, it's honestly insane. I'm gonna start doing this I've never honestly, or to what I recall, I don't remember seeing an 830 move like this, creating a massive volume imbalance and then creating a fair value gap right after. So marking it out with quadrant levels obviously shows that we're respecting all of these levels. I mean, yeah, if you can't see that, you're fucking delusional. But anyways, so really, I kind of today or that Tuesday was pretty ugly. I mean, once you get a run up above and a CSD here and a liquidity sweep there, taking out these lows, this would be my first presented for a value gap because we did sweep some liquidity. I'm gonna mark this was Tuesday. Um, so price comes down here. I would enter at this fair value gap right here. So, and then take profit. It's an 84-point move. Again. Great move. And it's enough points to be happy with. 100%. Um, and that's fantastic, actually. I would probably just take it off at this high right here, this internal high. Honestly, I would probably wait. I think I did. I think I did. No, I didn't. I didn't take this trade. But I wanted to see this high get taken out, and it eventually did. Just it took all stops out. It literally stop rated. Um, I'm not exactly sure why, because we did take out liquidity, and then we came up, took out internal, and then reversed, took out sell side again, just to go take out buy side, and then we just chopped in this range. Maybe it was because 830, and after that like messy candle quadrant level area right here, we just decided to stay inside of it for a long time. Actually, you could see we lit we literally tried to stay inside of this all day and respected it. Um, yeah, it's pretty ugly, honestly. But if anything, it'd have to be something like this for a long position. Right here, long, stop loss there, take profit at that high. Which is unfortunate because it's a 50-point stop loss and then a 72-point take profit. Yeah. So not really great at all, to be honest. Like, not loving it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, unless you waited for 9:45, which we did have 9:45 news, so that was the news right here. Maybe that's something that I should have done then. If I waited for 9:45 news, 9:45 took us lower, swept this liquidity, then we started having a run up right here, run up this, and then the thing is, we didn't really retrace into this for rally gap, and then retraced to this for rally gap, respected it, and then went higher just to take out buy side. But you're telling me I'm gonna, I mean, again, it's a 50-point move, but I mean, it honestly, I would have been. I'm glad I didn't trade this day because this is ugly as fuck. Um, and then even here, like we have a rundown. We should respect this fair value gap and like go lower. We ended up going through this fair value gap, invalidating it, but then respecting this rejection block and staying below consequent encroachment, or like candles at least. So there's that. Then we run lower, retrace back into this fair value gap, and then we finally have an actual move, and price does what a price likes to do: go down, take out these relative lows. Um, that was beautiful. This is a beautiful move. If you waited all the way till 10:12, congrats, congrats. That's the move. Um, yeah, that's Tuesday. I just want to say, like, I mean, this is the daily, so I guess obviously it uses the daily for like I've been rejected off of it here, and that's why this. I don't know, this is pretty volatile, but I've noticed that like this is just some bullshit, but um, I've always wanted to speak another language, and like I've realized that I speak fluent day trading terminology, which is kind of another language. So um, I know it's like the dumbest, randomest shit, but I just wanted to say that. There's something I was thinking about the other day, or like today too. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna actually make this bottom one blue. Actually, not with the top one to be blue, to be honest. Um, just so we know the difference between the premium and the discount. Um, I'm not even gonna add. Actually, yeah, I'll add it because it did go into this. Fair Value Gap. And let's go to Wednesday. Wednesday we had another run lower. Um, Huge, massive move to the downside. Um, Wednesday we had 8:15 and 9 o'clock news, but oh no, 8:15 news. That's it. So basically nothing I'm really looking for, and it's orange folder. Um, it doesn't really do much. I mean, it comes down there, but anyways, so 8:58 we come up, tap that daily fair value gap, consequent encroachment. Then we start rolling over. 9:15. Then we come back up into this fair value gap, or did we? Yeah, we did. At 9:27, tap that. Then we start rolling over like we should. Um, and 9:30 was really just. I mean, we started rolling over. If you were gonna be in this trade, you should be in this trade as soon as this fair value gap gets tapped, because we already have our CISD and movement to the downside. Come back up into this fair value gap. And then we start breaking lower. 9:30 opens, comes up, taps this fair value gap. Then right after we have a price comes up. Does it tap that again? No, it doesn't. But it respects this price leg right here. This fair value gap that was created. So if your stop loss was at this high, you'd be safe. Then price ends up rolling over um, into this premium wick of Tuesday's daily candle. Taps the top, taps 0.25, respects 0.25, stays underneath it, rolls over, goes down to 0.5, goes back up, taps it, or basically opens on it, then just comes down into 0.25, then rolls over. That's 0.5, my bad. 0.5, 0.25, and then the bottom of the candle wick. And then that's where price gets a little choppy. Um, then after that, it's not really an entry or anything. So if you were going to be in this, you had to kind of see and know you have to mark out this daily fair value gap, because this is daily fair value gap consequent encroachment is a pretty big and influential confluence. So you need to be looking for that if it presents itself. Be aware of it. Um, so you kind of had to enter early on here, 9:27. I mean, 9:30 is fine too. Um, this is a fair value gap. You can enter once we tap into it. First presented, I would say, is this fair value gap right here. I'm gonna mark it out. That's just because there's 3 fair value gaps, and um, price likes to go to the middle one. If there's 4, he likes to go to the second one. Like, at least fill 2 of them. Just something I've realized after time in the market. Um, so yeah. And we could do this real quick. Standard deviation to see what price went to. 1, 2 looks pretty nice. And it's kind of funny because it's right on that discount wick. And then 4 goes all the way down to 4. So, I mean, pretty efficient price action, honestly. It was pretty nice. Um, I mean, obviously you would have to know, and sometimes you just don't know because it is difficult. Like, I'm not saying it's not difficult, because it definitely is, but that's Wednesday. I mean, I don't know. Can I delete this for Rally Gov again or what? Are we gonna use it again on Thursday or Friday? We'll see. I think Friday actually we go back into it. So um, I don't think we do Thursday. Do we? Not Thursday. Do we? Yeah, we do. Fucking A. Uh, so we use this for like about a week, I guess. And then again, we'll use this one as the premium, so we'll put this as the blue, and then we'll do this one with the red, and then we'll go into 1 minute. So overnight from 8 o'clock, I guess just 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock comes down, sweeps out these internal lows, and then we start running higher, right? Um, creating this for massive fair value gap at 8:30. I'm guessing there was news on Thursday. Yep, CPI was on Thursday. So that's 8:30. We respect that candle and then continue higher. Coming into Tuesday's first presented. We tap that again, get outside of it, come back down, tap consequent encroachment, and then work our way higher. And it looks like we have a liquidity sweep here. Not exactly sure if ES took out these highs or what happened, but we did leave. Oh my! I was trading this yesterday actually. We respected this. I'm pretty sure we respected this rejection block right here. I could be wrong. No, we did. Yep. Look at that shit. Um, I don't really care what you say. It's just respecting that shit. So, anyways, as if anyone's saying anything or watching this. Anyways, 9:30 we go up. I was in a trade here once we swept this or like came down into Tuesdays. I did not have Tuesdays marked up. I just entered because I seen we swept this internal low and I wanted to see us take out these highs over here. But um I went break even on this trade because it never took out these highs. But I did actually have my stop loss or my take profit at this high and I moved it because I wanted to see us take out these highs. I took out this, I would put it here because of December's price action. It's just been very choppy and not always choppy, but sometimes inefficient. Like it should have taken out that high and then reversed. But anyways, reversed. This is Venom model, um, but did not create an entry here. So I really had no entry to the downside. And then I think there actually was a 5 minute somewhere around here. And you could use that. I think it got below and then went back into it. And I did use that for a short because I wanted to see these lows get taken. Those lows didn't even get taken because we are continuously bullish and we don't want to go into this. I guess we did just barely go into this fair value gap and then reverse higher. So, but I wanted to see these lows get taken out and then us reverse, showing that we're not super efficient. So I would say mm, either way, it doesn't really matter. I would say 9:30 might be it because it did sweep out this. Technically, this is internal liquidity. Um, so it doesn't really matter. You can say that one or this one. Both of them are respected and in vicinity of the same place, and both those are high confluence fair value gaps before and after the manipulation leg. So before would be the buy side imbalance, sell side efficiency, and after would be the sell side imbalance, buy side efficiency. Um, Price comes up, taps that, and then reverses down. Comes all the way down, respects this rejection block, and then reverses higher pretty fast because we wanted to see those because those highs wanted to get taken out, and they just never did. And price literally goes all the way up here, taps this, the bottom of this premium wick, and then comes down, taps into this fair value gap right here, showing how bullish we are because we didn't want to go. We didn't even tap Thursday's first presented. We didn't even tap. We didn't even get to equilibrium. We didn't even tap this order block here. We're just bullish as hell because we wanted to take out these highs, which should have been taken out at 9:30, but just weren't. weren't. I don't know. So 10:30 comes down, takes out these internal, tests this fair value gap, and then pumps higher, finally taking out these highs, and then entering Wednesday's first presented right here. Um, then after that, objectives have been hit, so we chop, and then eventually we get a little liquidity sweep, respect this rejection block, and then roll over. Roll over. Um, if you saw this, that's cool. It's 1150 macro, liquidity sweep, CISD here, and then we retrace this fair value gap, this double fair value gap, retrace this one, and then we roll over, taking out sell side, and then almost going on, almost going, but doesn't fully get there. To sell side. I guess if we respected this rejection blocks have just been respected recently. We don't want to go all the way to liquidity, so I'm just gonna start targeting the candle, like the candle close or the candle open, because I'm tired of being stopped out because I'm trying to take profit at the liquidity, and we're just not taking liquidity. We're literally here. We did not take liquidity because there's liquidity here. Didn't take it. Here, this internal liquidity, that's bullshit. I think it's kind of bullshit. But this is also a rejection block. This move, the manipulation leg. So we respected rejection block, respected this rejection block, go higher, finally take out some liquidity. Then we go lower, have a manipulation leg, takes out this internal, respects this rejection block, goes lower, does not take out any liquidity, but respects the rejection block, continues higher. Guess what? Doesn't take out liquidity, but respects this rejection block. So it's just like, what the fuck am I really looking for here? So at this point, I'm just going to be looking at the candle close with a rejection block. Like, this is a valid rejection block. Anyways, I'm just working myself up. But that's Thursday. Price analysis. Now let's get into Friday. And we never ended up coming back down to here, so that's whatever. Fridays. Today, I'll show you my trade I took today. Because I actually remember it vividly, and the executions are here. Because I reset my 50K because I haven't really been like focused, but like today I was like, you know what? Let me just. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Um, I just reset it, and I'm up 800 today. But shoot. So we got this one right here, and that's the only one we got. I'm gonna mark that blue. I just like the blue. It makes it more sense. It's easier to see. Little Corona. You know, I haven't had one of these in a minute, and that shit's looking pretty good. Forgot what I was missing. So, um, I need to start looking at pre-mark honestly for my analysis because pre-market does tell you a lot. I mean, right down here, we come down here, sweep all these internal lows. And then we don't even get below this low. We respect the rejection block, go figure. And we start moving higher above consequent encroachment, get around consequent encroachment of Thursday's premium wick, and we chop around there. 9 o'clock, we rip higher, tap consequent encroachment pretty nicely. Then we start ripping higher. And then right at 9:30, we come down. But right before 9:30, I literally had this. What happened this morning? It was actually today the contracts froze because I was on the December contract and I forgot that we were in a new contract. I didn't know that. I had to start paying more attention to that because I could have been fucked up right there. Um, so I had to switch over to the March contract, and that's what I'm on now. And so basically, price froze right at 9:30. I'm like, so I only seen this candle, and I'm like, so what's going on? Because I wanted to enter longs. ES at 9:29 filled this Varela gap, so it invalidated it, and then retraced back So ES would have been a nice little scalp, little trade. But I didn't end up taking nothing here, and I was like, "Yo," I asked my friend Phil. He's upstairs, but I called him or I texted him. I said, "Yo, is your trading view frozen?" He's like, "Nah, fam." I'm like, "Shit." I'm like, "What is it? What could it be?" And it's actually funny because today I also got charged for the TradingView like premium or whatever, and it didn't go through. It declined because I didn't have it's on my Apple Pay, and I didn't have any money on my Apple Pay, so I had to put money in there. But I was like, this is not gonna freeze my screen. So I was like, oh shit, maybe it's. And I looked at the contracts, and it said December. I'm like, damn, maybe I'm on the old contract. Put this one over, and then eventually I literally got onto it at the perfect timing. We already ripped. Like I wanted to see all this buy side get taken out, as well as like these. Honestly, more of these highs. I wanted to see these highs get taken out. They just look so smooth and nice and relative. They're relative highs. Um, but we already took that shit out, and then just seeing how bullish we are, I'm like, wow, okay, we're bullish. We have one, two, three, four fair value gaps. So like I said, our fair value gap for today would be this one right here. This would be our Friday's first presented fair value gap. And then we also um so we come down, take out these internal lows, tap into this first presented for value gap. Since there's four, you should be expecting the second one to be respected, but not the third one. The third one should be continued as a breakaway gap. So price goes down. I enter one contract, and then it comes back down into it. I honestly was like, I don't know why I just entered one contract. I should have just entered all five. And then I entered five contracts. So one contract, four contracts, so five in total. And price starts going higher here. I get nervous right here, low key, because yes, we did have this breakaway, or not breakaway. We invalidated this bearish for rally gap. We had this bear. That's what made me nervous. We had this bearish for rally gap with a volume imbalance, so I really did not want to see it get respected. We come up disrespected. That made me feel so much better. Um, but then we come up here, look like we're respecting this rejection block, and I'm like, God damn it, December price action. Come down. I move my stop to this low because there's a fair value gap here. If we are going to continue higher, we're going to respect this fair value gap, which we do. I mean, there's no reason to point it out, honestly. But this fair value gap's what I'm talking about. Um, Respect it. My stop loss is here, and then we start ripping higher. Um, Taking me out pretty early. I was only targeting. What was I targeting? This high right here. I didn't want to be too greedy. I didn't know if we were gonna respect this high or what. So I didn't know if we wanted to respect this high. So I just targeted this high, um, low hanging fruit, and I was happy with it. I was up 800. Price continued without me. Cool, but I'm not really looking for the whole move. I'm just looking for maybe check. We can see. Okay, I'll just do this. I'm pretty sure this is more than a 50-point candle move. 70 points. So I was super happy with that. I was risking like 250 and I made 800. That's fantastic. That is the week of, was it the 15th to the 19th of December 2025? That's my analysis using ICT Concepts. Ah, shoot. Let's just see real quick. Let's just look at how these first presented for value gaps were used throughout the week. So we have Mondays up here. Doesn't get touched on Tuesday. So we got Tuesdays down here. Wednesdays. Look at that. That's beautiful right there. See, I use old fair value gaps. I haven't used this in a while. I haven't done this method in a while, but using old first presented fair value gaps as targets are honestly a meta because you could tell right here on Wednesday. So I said Wednesday you should be entering on this fair value gap. If you enter here and you're targeting Tuesdays, you had a pretty baller fucking entry and exit. Um, that's 160 points, yes, but it's like It's pretty algorithmic. You see it taps consequent encroachment, reverses higher, goes to like equilibrium, takes out a couple highs, and then reverses again. Um, and then where's it comes back up 8 o'clock to 8:50, goes into this fair value gap. Obviously respects it at the high. Like you could see that, right? Like we're not playing games here. It's literally perfect. Um, reverses down, takes out some sell side, and then it respects this fair value gap here, running higher. Um, and then here, percent of fair value gap, another target. Another target. If you're trying to take a buy here, target here, you're solid. And then get this, we come down and target Wednesdays. And when Wednesdays was respected, you can see that. And then Thursdays comes down, takes out both of these. It goes into Thursdays and Tuesdays. Um, and you could just see throughout the whole week it's been respected. And then let's just see on Friday. I don't remember if we used anything on Friday. Friday we just ripped through all these levels, so nothing much there, to be honest. Uh, oh my gosh, are you joking? Are you joking right now? Y'all are seeing this, right? If you don't think this is algorithmic, think this is random. Do you see that? Do you see that right there? We targeted and literally, what is this? A point? I don't even know how much this is. Literally 0.25. 0.25. Are you joking? Are you joking right now? And I just wanted to look at this. And this is nice. This is beautiful. This is a long video. But you see what I'm talking about. You could use these old first percent fair value gaps throughout the week as targets and take profits. It's really that simple. Um, these are the ICT concepts I use. Um, all of my knowledge is on it. Most of all of my knowledge has come from ICT. Um, proof is in the fucking projects, bro. Proof is in the work right there, in the evidence. I'm not playing, y'all. Um, that's my analysis from December 15th to December 19th, 2025. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next week. Have a great weekend, and happy trading. I'll see you on Friday. Deuces.